Alright, so let's for once remember I don't need fracking gear.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Alright, we got Rose, we got Firelight, we got EMF reader, we got motion sensor. So get your guesses in, everybody. Because also weekend took a lot of energy in a good way, still playing catch. Okay. Well, good luck on catching up on the sleep. Yeah, I actually slept really. I'm gonna guess it's because I walked, you know, did elliptical and walked for an hour yesterday. But yeah, I slept really good last night. Like I don't think I looked at my clock until, God, maybe a little after 5, I think, is when I actually looked at the clock. Nope, actually, I want that. Let's see if I can find the bone real quick to get power on. I don't know why I'm looking for cursed items. I don't have any. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe twins. Since we got a shoe thrown in here. And we got something thrown there. So we might need to use the thermometer anyway, just to find out where the ghost actually is. That would be my first guess. Aw. We'll have to probably look for the bone again at some point. Or I didn't pay close attention to a couple areas. Because I know I didn't go all the way in the garage on the other end of the van, of the truck, which sometimes the ghost can be at. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, nope, you're here. So it could have been that the ghost just came out and said hi. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we know where the bone's at now. Yeah, I knew I didn't look on that side, and I know I didn't look at the end of the van. Alright, so we got a smudge in there. Sanity is probably 65. Ah, 61. Okay. Alright, so we need to take that in. We need to take that in. We need to take that in. Alright, let's have all mimics today. Let's make this easy. If not all mimics, then ghosts that we can easily guess. Let's not make me use my brain too much. But how's everyone's week going so far? Morning, hello, little cat. Tired Tuesday back again. Note to self, don't sip a small bit of alcohol right before you fall asleep. Oh no. Sorry you had messed up dreams. Wait, what are our objectives? I don't even think I read Firelight. Already got push sensor. So let's drop that. Grab that. I'm sorry you had messed up dreams. Can't say well. I'm sorry, Jolsky. Right, so candle's been burnt once. All right, so Ghost did come out.
In, darling. I've been expecting you.
All right, let's see if I can get this right. Oneka Yalte? Let's call you Neka. Let me know if I pronounced that right. Not sure I did. But welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Grab that, and we'll grab that. Interesting. Oh, Nika. Okay. Well, right now, looking like a wraith. Because we definitely got the ghost, Ghost is definitely in there, but it's not stepping in salt.
Come in, darling. I've been expecting you.
Crab, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I don't know. All right. Almost 100% sure this is going to turn out to be a wraith. We just need some pics. That'll work. Doing pretty good. Just starting the morning. Hey, Drink Tea. How you doing today? Okay, fine. I'll back up to here so I can see what the hell you're throwing. Welcome in to all on Twitch and on YouTube. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're pushing the envelope a little bit. 0 evidence, 75% sanity, no hiding spots, and no sanity pills. Doing better from migraine yesterday. Ooh, I'm glad you're doing better. Migraines are no fun. Okay, what is up with my ghost not hunting? Thank you. Buddy, what do you want? Lay down. Lay down or go on the cat tree. One or the other. Nico, thank you for alert. I just got some wraith. It's morning. I need caffeine. And I don't drink coffee, so... What are you doing, Ghost? Come on, Ghost. Hurry on up. Okay. Thank you. Okie doke. There we go. Okay, so that's all our picks. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All the objectives are done. It's got to be a frackin' wraith. Let's go. If it's a wraith, if it's not a wraith, it's a really nimble ghost that's just stepping around my salt. Already got. Oh shit! No, we don't. Oh, no. I know where it's at, though. Thank you. That would have sucked. I didn't grab it yet. Forgot about that. Thank you. Good morning, Moon Man. All right. All right.
Welcome
There's
back.
one, and
I've
it's
got some
perfect.
jobs ready for you.
Get that going.
All right, we're here. Take a
Oh,
look
yeah.
at the equipment
All you gotta do is
and
press the button
accordingly
again.
before starting the investigation. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your
We'll grab that,
advantage.
though. All right, so guessing is started. We got Charnay, we got Firelight, we got Photo, we got Motion Sensor, so not too bad. Good morning, Paige. Hello. The ice cream shop released their newest item, air in a cup. Have you seen the Phasmo April Fool's thing? It's out on Discord. It's new ghost models or something like that. What's funny is I think it's going to piss off more people than anything. They. All right, so we got a Faye. Oh, just because at the end. I mean, I thought it was funny, and I understand their pain, but I could see people getting a little, not being able to take a joke, basically. Like so much of the internet. They kind of go. I mean, I'll let you see it. What I did? Are you sure? Oh, oops. All right, there you go. All right, so what do we need here? We need Firelight, Ghost Photo, and Motion Sensor. Not happy about this. Don't like actually, I'm really not happy about this because there's no... Oh, hey, found the bone. There's no really good hiding spot. Because the cabin is no longer safe. Alright. So I'm going to draw the ghost out this way. Oops. Well, there you go. I thought I had like I did every other step. I guess I pressed a button and the button did not work. Every once in a while I press the button, but I don't press it hard enough. Alright, so we need that. Need that. I'm just going to draw the ghost out. Yeah, the cabin's got me a little pissed off. Actually, it's my own fault. It's not the game's fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's my own fault. Because I play no hiding spots. But because I play no hiding spots, the cabin used to have one good spot. It wasn't perfect, but it was at least halfway decent. And now that spot is... And there's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I could be in the same exact spot and the ghost will walk around, not see me. Other times it'll come upstairs, see me automatically, and come and kill me. It's not like it's looking around the chair or anything. It's just sometimes the chair works, sometimes the chair doesn't. It's slightly annoying. Since it's a Thay, I think what we will do is we'll just put up a bunch of salts. And just keep the ghost slow. And if the ghost is not fast this time on the next hunt, then it's a mimic. So, they're a mimic. Still fast. And it's upstairs. Yeah, it's inside the cabin. Yep. There is a thing on Discord. So we're going to do this. Drop that there. Since we know it's now upstairs, let's go grab... I'll go grab 2 crucifixes. We'll try to do our thing. I just like the end of it. It's like, stop asking us. That's what I think. I think that's what people are going to get a little... There's going to be some people who get bent out of shape on that. And it's going to be like, no, actually, no, they're right. Just... We'll get them when we get them. Stop asking. I don't have a camera. Probably because you haven't agreed to the rules. Oh no, I knew full well what day today was. Well, apparently you haven't. Go to the rules section. If the down at the bottom does not say, is not like blued out, like you agreed, then no, you haven't. have another... Where is my other... Wait, I thought I grabbed another, I could have swore I grabbed another smudge stick, but apparently I didn't. That sucks. Hey, Ghosty. Got it. Got the pick. Yep. Every once in a while, like, I've done it on a couple of Discords where I click on it, but I'm like, I kind of double click, so I click on it and then click off it. And the first time, like, it showed, like, it'll still show everything, and then when I come back, nothing's there. It's a 2-star, I'll take it. So let's go ahead and get rid of that photo. I hope they never change that. If they do, it's gonna suck. Right, 1, 2, 3. Fracking mouse double-clicked. Hey, T-Dog.
Stupid deaths, they're funny cause they're true. Stupid deaths, hope next time it's not you.
Oh, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I scrolled and it double-scrolled. Ah, you suck. Buddy, you can't go. Go up there.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Alright. Oh. You're guessing back up.
Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's...
Alright, so our objectives are... Mark, escape a hunt, parabolic, and 25%. Where did I hear that? I heard something. Not sure where. Did that count? Hey, it counted. Alright, it's still in the book. I don't know if it's here, though. It's either here or here. We'll go here for now. 50, I believe. Alright, so let's take that in. Let's take that in. But like normal, I'm hearing the ghost do shit all over the place. This map. That in. Take that in. Like, I think I'm hearing stuff now over here. So, sure. not an Oni. Not a Phantom. Does not look like a Mimic. Right, not a Mimic. Okay, I like that. I like goth lasagna. I guess we'll take that. I have not found the bone yet, so might as well look for that. I think that was parabolic. Wasn't a banshee scream though. Ooh, okay. We got parabolic over there, and we got crucifix spider over there. Okay. Alright, Bone, where you at? Gonna be one of those days, is it, Bone? Well, it's definitely doing more stuff over here than anywhere else, so... Sure. Thank you. Is it not stepping in the salt? The better question is it stuck? Kind of felt like that ghost was stuck there for a second. Right, so since you started right there, I guess I'll just leave that right there. No, that's pretty good. Ghost. If I was a bone, where would I be? What, by the shoe? Nope, don't see it. You lied to me, ghost. So it sounded like normal speed. We were probably at 50%. Oh, hello. Oh. Wait, no, it can't be that. Right, we've been hit by 2 ghost mists. That's 20%. How is my sanity that low? It's not a Roy because it wasn't like Speedy Gonzalez. I'm slightly confused. I mean, we've been in here for a little bit, but I don't think I've been in there for that long. Hey, don't you know? Well, it's not a wraith. Did I touch it? Maybe I might have touched it. Does that be 30%, which 30% plus everything else? Yeah, probably. Okay. Alright, so normal speed. Not a gin. Alright, so we've got... let's get out of here. Let's cross off some ghosts. Let's see what we got left. Alright, so how our picks look? I only need two more picks. I probably should have started the timer, like I always forget. Alright, so not a gen, not a shade. Actually, technically it could be a shade. I'm going to figure that out. I have no idea, but... probably not a Goryo. Not Twins, not Thay, not Dio, not Moroi, not Raiju, not Hantu, not Rev. Pretty noisy. Still got a lot of testing to do. Not thinking it's that. It's not turned on the light, so I'm going to count that out. No evidence today. We are playing 0 evidence, 75% sanity, no hiding spots, and no sanity pills. Oh, jeez, hi. Don't put that thing in my face. Right, so what do I need to test here?
I want to poop the snooze. I want it.
The thing is, the pathing on this map is kind of weird. It didn't come around the tents, but it kind of came into the tent and came towards the back. So I think that's going to be not a yokai. I don't think it's that. I'm probably going to have to freeze it in place. Now, it can't be... only ghosts we got left are really Spirit, Demon, Shade, Anryo, Obaki. And I keep forgetting to set timers. I don't know. I guess technically it could be that. Alright, you need one more candle. It keeps blowing the candle out the third time during a hunt, so I have to restart. on, ghost. I still have not found, and I have not found the bone, so, which is kind of annoying. Come on, ghost, blow out the candle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, since we've had the power on this whole time and we don't have... We have not had a light turn on. Probably, yeah. Probably a good guess is probably a mare. I want the fracking bone is what I want. Alright, we're gonna look for Obaki. Right, not Obaki. Start the timer. I'm a little late. Got a little work. So I was, what, about 2-3 seconds late on the timer? Alright, so while that's going on, let's see if I can find the bone again. Hey, Cody. Hi, Ghost. How you doing, buddy? Interesting that it's following me. Okay, really interesting that it's following me. Oh, there's Bone. Hi. Nope. Not sure what that would have been. Maybe like that or something like that, maybe. Okay, maybe I was 5 seconds. Maybe I was later than what I thought I was. I don't think it's a demon, though. I mean, it could be a demon. Shit, I don't know. Alright, do I play smart and just do another timer, and this time get the timer right? So we know it's not spirit. I mean, shade is still technically an option. But I think it has done it. No, it's done events right on top of me. Because when we were walking here, we had that one event where the ghost, like, put its nether regions in my face. Only problem is I don't know where this starts and where this ends. Because it might have started that event here and then walked into me. But I'll smudge it again, I'll start the timer, and we'll see. I didn't think I was 6 seconds late on that timer. And it started hunting it at minute 24. But 6 seconds is hard to gauge when you're running from a ghost. I don't think it's going to be a demon, though. I would have thought it would have rehunted already. think we're going to go back to Mare, especially since we've had power this whole time, and it's never turned on a light. And there's plenty of lights around here for it to turn on. All right, that time we got it. We got everything at the right time. Good morning, Evie. How you doing today? Good morning, Gavin. How are you doing this lovely day? All right, so we are out of smudge sticks. I think I will just hide over here. Make sure I don't have one laying around that I brought out extra. Nope, doesn't look like it. But how's the world over at YouTube going? But hello, anybody who is new. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Hope whatever games you are playing, you are enjoying. The thing is, I don't want to get trapped. No! Son of a bitch! Ah, we're screwed! We're screwed! Speed up! Damn it! Oh, that sucks!
Stupid deaths, they're funny cause they're true. Stupid
I should have started over by the tent. I should have just ran around it again. God damn it.
Welcome back.
Come on! You blew out the... this... Okay, the game is getting back to the point where all the little testing things that we know are not working again. It's getting annoying. I mean, we did it. We went to the third candle. We counted. Hell, I counted to 10. It did not rehunt.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it.
All right, we have Heather,
Know what it's capable
Photo, Sensor, and Instance Chase. Not too bad. Photo could be interesting. Doing pretty good this morning. The ghosts are being a little mean, but other than that, not too bad. Last ghost was an Onryo. Thank you, ghost. Alright, so we need to find a bone. We'll go with the ghost here for right now. Hello. Alright, so there's the bone. Alright, so drop this and let's grab. We can grab 3 things. It's okay. Well, welcome on in. You don't need that crap. That,
Come
go
in,
with
darling.
that.
I've been expecting you.
Thank you for the follow. So you could be in here technically. we just have our breath? Yeah, our breath's in here. T-Dog, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. Yeah. Oh, T-Dog, you didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. What color would you like to see? You got a choice of blue, purple, red, pink, green, orange, and gold. As far as a hair color. Oh shit. Fast. Maybe Raiju. Should be Raiju. It's going to be Raiju or Hantu. But I think that's an early hunt, so it should be Raiju. Orange? You got it. Yeah, as soon as they got close to power. Let's go double check to see where our sanity is, but that should be that. You orange? You got it. Alright, so sanity is... Yeah, we're high. Yeah, we're high. Yeah, we're good. So, Raiju. We just gotta get a photo, motion sensor, and instant. What do we got here? We need a motion sensor, and we gotta get a photo. So we got that, and we also need pics. I also haven't found the bone yet, so... Wait, oh no, there it is. I'm like, where the hell's my stuff at? Oh no, we found the bone. Never mind. I'm not exactly sure where the ghost came from, so... Alright, let's go grab some... Go grab a few crucifixes. Jimmy, how you doing? But get your guesses in if you want. It should be a Raiju. Right, just in case it is an Hantu, let's turn off power. Yeah. Right, so we do need to get a photo of the ghost, so let's try to get a grace period photo. I need one photo. Oh, I almost screwed myself over. Damn it. Alright. We got one photo left. I almost screwed myself over there. Let's turn on let's turn off headlamp. So for those who are wondering what I'm talking about, so every game the ghost has a grace period. Not expecting that. That was a little fast. I thought it was in there and it wasn't. I hate when it decides to start outside its room. I thought I was. Let me grab two smudge sticks and I'll go over this conversation again before I was rudely interrupted. Because I also need to look to see if we see breath. Alright, so before I was rudely interrupted by the ghost, so what we're looking at is we're looking for... So every hunt usually you, like, amateur, I think is 5-second grace period, intermediate is 4-second grace period, professional is 3, then nightmare and insanity are 2, and then whatever you choose on your custom game. So the ghost has a tendency to, when it comes out of its grace period, it shows up a little bit longer than what it normally does on a normal blink. That counts. Oh, it's only a 2. Oh, damn it, I already did some other stuff. But yeah. Ah, shit. I should have showed you what I was talking about there. I will do it. I'll show it. Yeah, that's why I said Raiju. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, it is Raiju. I still had Hantu on the brain. You're acting like you're expecting me to remember shit that I said 2 seconds ago. Right, so going back on it, you know, amateurs grace period is 5, intermediates 4, professionals 3, then insanity and nightmare are 2-second grace periods. So then whatever you choose for your grace period. But yeah, the ghost will basically show up a little bit earlier than normal, or a little bit longer than normal. So you got a better chance of getting a photo of the ghost during that period than trying to get a photo of the ghost while it's actually chasing after you hunting. Of course, it's not showing up in time. It's hiding on its grace period, so of course we're not going to be able to get that anyway, but that's what I'm talking about, trying to get a grace period photo. Now, I'd forgotten that 5 seconds before that I had said, you know... Alright, I'm clipping that because of... Everyone keeps... I don't know, Jimmy... There's someone out there saying that Raiju's heartbeat has more bass in it than other ghosts, so we're going to clip that. So that I can compare it to another ghost. So I can get a heartbeat from another ghost, because that was pretty bass, I will admit. That was a pretty bass heartbeat. But I'll compare it, I'll get it during another hunt. That's not a Raiju.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yeah, we didn't get the perfect game because of... I had forgotten I already deleted something. Alright, so we got Raiju. Small map, big map, small map, big map.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Yeah, we'll stick with this.
This is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
We're gonna take that. I'm not gonna bring an EMF this time. What's our objectives? Our objectives are escape a ghost, below 25%, and ghost event. Oh, lovely. That's what I always want on, in prison. Yeah. The only time I ever have the activity monitor is when, is a weekly. I never play with it. Sanity monitor I like having. Oh, hello. Bathroom. That's actually good. That's a small confined space. I think our last... And there's our Banshee. Thank you. Caught the tail end of the Banshee scream. Alright, so since we know it's a Banshee, I'll just drop that there also. Yeah. We haven't had that Banshee scream in a while. We've had Banshees, but not Banshee screams. And I might start playing without the sanity monitor, though. The problem is, it's hard not to play with the sanity monitor because the sanity monitor only counts for, as far as difficulty, it's only 0.05. So it's kind of like, you're not gaining much for taking it away. Alright, we want to check for Mimic. We want to get everything. God, there's nothing else to take in there. Now it's just to wait for, you know, try to get an event and... Yes. Yep. Yeah, Mimic can do the Banshee Scream, and it's because the Banshee has Ultraviolet Ghost Orb, so both of those is basically why a Mimic can do it. Basically, if the evidence, if a Mimic's evidence, so UV, temperature, and Spirit Box, if the Ghost has one of those, the Mimic can basically mimic it. It's got to be a female ghost. So if it's a female ghost, it'll have the female laugh. If it's a male ghost, it'll have a male type voice. As far as singing and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, let's go get salt. No idea where the bone is. Probably not going to worry about it. I will check for the bone up here, though. I mean, we've got some time to kill. Really, the only thing the Mimic can't really mimic is the dot. And that's more because the dot is actually evidence. Though, you can't really use that as the reason because a Mimic can mimic the Obaki's 6-finger. So... But it can mimic a Dio's breath. Anybody can do it. There's really nothing as far as ghost models or ghost behaviors or individual ghosts that, like, there's not a laugh that goes with it. Banshee's the only one that's got the Banshee Scream. Dio's the only one that's got the Dio breath on a Spirit Box. But as far as, like, the, like, laughter or singing and stuff like that, yeah, Banshee can sing more on events. Doesn't have to, though. Alright, well, let's see if we can find the bone. Because if we do, well, we don't need to worry about the... I mean, footsteps we can grab at any point. Yeah! And that's what we were talking about. Really, I think the only, like, defining characteristic of the ghost that a Mimic can't do, I think, is dots. Like I was saying, it can do the scream, it can do the Dio breath, it can do Baki's 6 fingers, or thumbprint, or whatever. I'm not going to go to the gel cells, I'm just going to look in the rooms. If we find the bone, great. If we don't, no sweat. That's interesting. What the hell? I don't know why that happened. But I would love to see them with the Banshee Scream. So if you get the Banshee Scream, I would love to see like a 20% drop in sanity. Or something like that. Why did it blow up that room? Well, it might have been... Oh, you know what? It might actually be in this room. But I didn't see my breath. But I'm wondering if it was roaming towards me when it turned on the water. That's what I'm wondering. Like, it might have came this way and we got the scream and we got the water turned on purely because of, it might have been roaming to me. Damed Anime Worm, how you doing today? How was your stream? Well, actually, no, you came in on me. Never mind. But hope your stream went well yesterday. I know you came over, and I know I asked, but just in case. Well, isn't that special? I'm going to say that that's probably the room. Oh, you got addicted to PoE, huh? It's not a bad game to get addicted to. Alright, I'm gonna give up on the bone for right now. Three-star interaction, I have no idea where the ghost was. Wherever it was, I didn't get a picture of it, but that should be an event. Thank you. Ooh. We need to go grab, the camera. I had an Onryo that didn't hunt after blowing out the third candle. So, and then it was even so mean. So I was trying to see, so I didn't think it was an Onryo, so I was trying to do a demon test. With the timer. And I was right by the gate. As soon as it hit minute 29, I tried to walk through the gate on Woodwind, and it shut the door in my face. And then killed me. It shut the door in my face, hunted on top of me, and then killed me. So I think the ghosts are being bastards. At least that's my theory. Yeah. I was so pissed because, like, you know, here's the gate. I was standing against the other gate, just watching the timer. As soon as it hit a minute 29, I did this to try to get through the gate, and I got here, and it shut the gate right in my face. Damed Anime Worm, thank you very much for the 2 months of support. Thank you kindly. Okay, I grabbed that gate and it didn't do anything. That sucked. Well, let's see if we find the bone, because if we don't find the bone, there's no point in getting all the picks. Well, we're gonna look in the rooms. We're not gonna bother with the gel cells. That could be it. Well, thank you for resubbing. Much appreciated. Well, you know, sometimes pain equals love. We've looked in every room upstairs, so let's look. We'll look in these 2 rooms. We'll look over here. We'll look over there, and then we'll leave. If we find the bone, then I'll concentrate on getting the rest of the picks. If we don't find the bone, then we'll just head up. Never mind. I guess we're finding the rest. I guess we're getting rid of the rest of the picks. Alright, so I've got 3 picks left. Let's go grab some salt. We'll make it easy. Don't blame Twitch. Blame credit card companies. Soko Chillin, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. Because unfortunately, it's all about the credit card companies charging a fee. Les Moore, hello. Welcome in, everybody. But hello. How was your stream?
Darling, I've been expecting you.
I lurked a little bit while I was getting ready for stream. I saw you on. Actually, no, I was lurking when I was on the elliptical. When I saw you on. But Demon Kitten, hello. But how was your stream?
You can come in, darling. I've been expecting you.
How did everything go? Okay, so you're okay. I was gonna say, I almost definitely you were playing fast. I had that the other day. It's like I had 2 revs, then I had 2 thays, then I had 2 demons, I think. It's just like everything was like, no, I'm sorry, I had 3 revs, not 2. But yeah, everything was like double or tripled all freaking day. I mean, they got to make their money somehow. So many banshees. This is actually a banshee that we got. I was coming up the stairs with the parabolic, and I just happened to be turning this way, and I caught a banshee, the tail end of a banshee scream. Well, if you go out to my YouTube, you'll see it. That's where all my clips come from on YouTube and sometimes TikTok. All right, so we got that. We got hi. All right, so we got to do an escape. Now, I've actually got a thing on my OBS. It's called ATM that already has where my cam goes and where the stream is. So it automatically, when I hit a button, it makes a 1 minute short. But less more, by the way, I know you just got done streaming. If you need to take a break, need to go lurk and run, need to go somewhere, go get something to eat, make sure you take care of yourself. And once again, thank you very much for the lovely raid. Nightmare is constantly the same, evidence thing the same. Honestly, when I haven't done it in a while.
Thanks for all the fish.
I'll thanks to the mods. I'm not sure any are on, but thanks for the mods. Is when I'm doing 1 evidence, there'll be times where I'll switch over to 2. I haven't done it in a long time, but if I do it, it's almost always because I keep getting Spirit Box. Because Spirit Box, out of all the ghosts, Spirit Box is the one that you can actually get. There's more ghosts that have Spirit Box as evidence than any other. And there'll be times where it's just like, 13 games, 8 of the ghosts are Spirit Box ghosts. And you're like, I'd like to see something else. There's one of the mods. Hello, Noodle. Thing is, all my mods work. So, and because I tend to stream during work hours, sometimes, they can't be here when they have to be. Or not have to be, but they're not here all the time. They're here when they can be. I can't speak correctly, so don't take anything literally. Might as well go all the way down to the door. Plus, I have another smudge stick down here. And we're done. Alright. So that is might actually be a perfect game, I think. Let's make sure 3-star, 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 3-star. Banshee circled. I did look for an orb, so if this turns out to be a mimic, we're going to be slightly perturbed.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Some jobs for you.
Nice. Ooh, 4,495. Nice. Deep cleaning the house.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
All right, so that,
New intel.
and that.
Reports of light switching. Possibly
Right, we
harmless,
got
but
Keith.
Be careful out there.
We have Instance Chase, we have Photo the Ghost, and we have Escape a Hunt. So, not bad. Photo the Ghost might be a tricky one, but other than that, not too bad. Don't see bone yet. I gotta stop looking for cursed item. Right, no power there, no bone. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Ghost. And now we have a bone. Now we just gotta find a ghost. I thought I heard a light switch, but I'm not 100% sure. You know what? Because I thought I heard a light switch, I'm going to go up and get power on. Just so I can cross off Mare if it actually was a light switch. Alright. So... where are you, buddy? We might be sticking with zero evidence for a little bit. I mean, I use enough of the gear that I think I'll be okay as far as using gear. Though if I keep getting Onryos that don't hunt after 8 seconds, I'm going to be a little perturbed. Not finding a ghost. The bright side, at least we have the smudge stick, so... oh, heard it. There it is. Alright, so let's go here. Alright, so I'm going to keep the smudge stick on because we've wasted a lot of time in the house trying to find it, so we're probably around... yeah, we're getting close to getting hunted. So let's grab that, and we'll grab that. Here, here, and we'll go here. Right, there's our breath. Don't see an orb. Hey Lee, what's up? Switch back over to YouTube. Thought I saw you on earlier on Twitch. Alright, so we need that. Grab that. Oh, you're on both? Well, thank you for being on both. Much appreciated. Okay. Let's grab that. And really, it's now just kind of wait around and see what we got. I guess we could take that in just in case it's a banshee. About that there. Okay, not a wraith. So can we do anything yet? Okay, not a Jinn. Nothing else. Everything else is still in the running. Alright, Ghosty. Give us a hint on what you are. Okay, it did throw things with me in the room. But it threw that cup. Oh no, actually no. That I was outside the room. But it threw something over here. Yeah, threw that. With me in the room, so... Probably not shade. We're looking for what? Capture, we need a photo, we need incense, we need this escape. So the photo's gonna be the trick. I don't think it's gonna be Banshee. This weekend we got really sick, so I decided I was sprinkling. Yeah, I get that. Cthulhu will do that every once in a while. So that's one. Oh, darn it, I didn't have the camera on me. Thank God a ghost didn't do an event. Would have pissed me off. Right, so we got everything, which is good. Damn it. Right, we got 2 picks. Got to save that for the ghost. Like that again. Favorite map? Right now, Bleasdale, actually. Sunny Meadows and Bleasdale are my 2 favorite maps. You know what? I only got 1 delete, so... might as well take that pick. Yeah, Ghost really hasn't done anything else to let us know. Actually, not Mimic. Almost did it. Right, so that's 2. Alright, Ghosty. That's why my legs are cold. I forgot to turn this on. Come on. Try to get the grace period photo again. Not really. I mean, I'm sure people can. I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crossing it off. If you turn out to be an Onryo again, I'm gonna be upset. Ah, crap, I gotta be careful of where I get this pick at. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Right, we just gotta figure out the ghost. But, huh? Oh no. Well, we know it can't be a shade. See, I'll be honest. I don't understand how anyone gets lost in the game. And it's not because I've played the maps over and over and over. I've never gotten lost on any of the maps. Normal speed, normal blinks. Whoops. I thought I had another smudge. Ah, shit. I might be dead. Frank. Stop hunting. Yeah, I understand it. I understand why people do. I just never have. You can doubt it all you want, but I've got people here who have been here from the beginning. I've never gotten lost on a map. Even the old asylum. But you can doubt away. Right, so not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. Not you. But I also make it a habit of, any new map, I always find landmarks. Basically, they're my breadcrumb trail to find my way out. I just never have. I mean, look, you could throw me out in the woods and I would find my way out. In real life. The only place I get lost at are cities. Cities don't make sense. Other than, well, okay, some cities do. Some cities actually have a rhyme and a reason to them and their layout. Most cities don't. You're singing a lot. There's a rhyme and a reason to IKEA. You just got to figure out what it is. Well, it hasn't turned on a light yet. That I know of. Go get power back on. Well, there is that. That is one way. That is one easy way to not get lost in IKEA. Just follow your nose, find the meatballs. You'll be fine. But I used to give tours of the old asylum, and used to just tell people, like, okay, If you're walking this way, this is what to look for to get yourself back to the van. And I would just show landmarks that I used to keep myself so I don't get lost. Yeah. Ooh, that's not nice. Alright, so we still got power. I mean, it could be a mare. It would have been nice if we would have hunted early, but it did not. Alright, we'll start a timer. It should not be a Banshee or a Goryo because it keeps moving around. It's not been touching doors. It's not quiet. It's not really... It's throwing stuff like any ghost would, but it's not throwing a buttload of stuff. I doubt it's that. Yeah, I think it's moved. Yeah, I think it's moved over to this room, so that definitely counts out Banshee and Goryo. Could be yokai. I'm still leaning towards a mare. Yeah, it moved over here. Good night. Yeah. I mean, I grew up out in the middle of the woods. I mean, I grew up out in the country. So, I mean, that's part of why... That's why cities confuse me. Nate, out in the middle of nowhere doesn't. Actually, I will make an addendum on that. I have got lost in the woods, but I did figure it out and I got myself out. Let me put it that way. But I was also one of those stupid kids that I also tested myself. Maybe a spirit. Getting some events. Okay. All right. Bird or mare? I'm gonna go spirit. I'm not comfortable with this decision. I'm not comfortable with this decision at all. But we'll go with it. See what we got. Whew.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Alright, so where are we at here? Looks like we got about 9 minutes before pre-rolls turn on, so let's... Alright.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare a course.
That, we want that, we want that. We want that, and we want that.
Sightings, but please remain careful.
Right, we got Robin, we've got Crucifix, we got Ghost Event, we have an Incense, and we have a cat butt in my way. Hi. Can we please move the butt? Move. You did not go upstairs. Don't look at me like I did not give you treats. I called for you like 50 million times. Hey, Taz. I even put chicken broth in a bowl for you. And you did not come upstairs. You sat in the middle of the floor looking dejected. Like I was supposed to pick your little butt up and take you with me. I have spoiled cats. He's not as bad as Dio. Dio, like, I'll put treats down, and Dio will sit away from the treats and just look at me like, Father, why have you not brought treats to me? I am weak. I cannot make it to the treats that are only 2 feet away from me. Please pick me up and carry me to the treats, Father. That one's a Geas. That's Munchkie. You just being a little it. Well, with the condition of... Okay, so here's why I don't use thermo. And at least for me, I don't... Until you get the power on, and even after a few minutes, you're not... My thermo doesn't change that much. So I can pretty much go through most of the house and not find anything as far as, like, a difference in the thermo. And a lot of times you'll get between about a 2-degree difference until about, I don't know, after a few, 4 or 5 minutes before the thermo actually starts reacting. 4 or 5 minutes, I could have already been through the house with a EMF and found the ghost. That's me. Other people swear by the thermo. I trust my EMF more. Qmonger, hello. I've tried the thermo on multiple occasions, and yeah, what usually happens is I don't see a difference even with after getting the power on. I don't see a difference until about 4 or 5 minutes, and like I said, by that time I could have already found it with the EMF. Your daughters do it. Well, yeah. Not getting breath either. Plus, with the EMF, if I'm carrying the EMF, if it does something correctly, I could get an EMF 5. Which, I mean, in this case, it's not going to help, but if, like, if I'm doing one evidence, which is my main, I can get an EMF 5 where I can't get it... I'm not going to get freezing temps right off the bat. I can get an EMF 5 right off the bat. I mean, I get it, but my EMF still... You'll pick up usually something. But like I said, with since I normally play one evidence, the amount of times I get EMF right off the bat saves me so much time from bringing all the rest of the crap in. Favorite map would be either Bleasdale or Sunny Meadows. Least favorite map by a long shot, it's not even close, is Camp Woodwind. Point Hope is kind of there, but I can deal with Point Hope on a lot of cases, especially if the ghost is on the lower levels, where every game on Woodwind tends to suck for me. All right, so we need to take in stuff to test the ghost. Hey, tier 1 dots are better than tier 1 EMF. I'm extremely happy that EMF goes to tier 2 at level 20. Now the old dots I would totally agree with. The old dots before they made the change to them No, tier 1 dots were worse. But ever since they made it a little easier to, oh, thank you. Love you. Right, so not a... So we got that. We got that. But ever since they made the dots... So the tier 1 dots got a little bit of a... The beam got wider, and it got a little bit longer. And I opened myself up for someone to say something, but yeah. So once they made that change, that made tier 1 dots a little bit better. But I just don't notice the needle going off. I have to make a concentrated effort of picking up the tier 1 EMF and walking to whatever got thrown because I don't notice the needle. Alright, so not Mimic, not Mare, not Wraith. So far, that's all we know. Yep. Well, that's also another reason why I carry the EMF. Is because of Wraith and Phantom. Though it doesn't help me that much on medium and large maps, because usually I've got the parabolic out. But on smaller maps, it definitely helps. Alright, so... Did we find the bone? Yeah, we found the bone. Interesting. Right, I'm gonna go outside. I want to see where our sanity's at. I did not look. I gotta get back into the habit of... Actually, I need to get rid of the sanity board. I know I use it all the time. I know it's only 0.05 difficulty that gets added when you don't use it. But I don't check it all the time, and I need to just get back to where my instincts are telling me. If that was... Kind of having more fun with letting my instincts go, okay, was that early? Was that late? Guessing wrong sometimes. So the sanity board does tremendously help on zero evidence. It does make things a little bit easier. Ooh, that's a bit of a jump. I didn't think I was that low. Oh no, we just got hit by... Never mind, we just got hit by a ghost mist. That would be why. Alright, so we need 2 more photos. Do we need to get a photo? No, we just need incense. Nice. Alright, so we need 1 more photo. Let's go ahead and take that up, and yeah, we're good. Viole, how you doing today? Yeah, I wish the sanity board... I'm surprised the sanity board isn't as big of a difficulty change as it should be. Because it does... Not having the sanity board is definitely a... Changes the game drastically. It really should be more of a change than just 0.05. Because it makes it a very easy choice. It's like, okay, so all I'm going to gain is 0.05 on difficulty if I get rid of my sanity board. Why get rid of it? I think it just threw the book, but not sure. Alright, so it's blown out the candle once. Still got power. Oh, wait. Oh. Gotta take another pic. There we go. Tired? I'm sorry. I hope you can catch up on some sleep at some point. That's 2. Okay, still got power. Alright, maybe this time I'll actually remember to, like, you know, once I smudge, you know, turning on the timer. Thank you, Ghost. Might be on rail. Hey, Jimmy. Hello. Doing pretty good. Indecisive chick. Hello. Severe weather in the area and have more coming this week, so anxiety. Okay, I get it. Well, hopefully nothing serious happens. You're hiding behind... Oh, she was peeking up behind the mirror. That was so cute. Oh, shit. Okay, that was not fun. Fast. Alright, so not you, 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 you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. Could be that. Don't think so. I think it's either Raiju or Moroi, but I mean, could be Moroi. Yeah, that wasn't fun because she was almost on top of me before I could. I barely freaking... Like, I saw her head in the mirror. I'm like, okay, is that an event? Because I thought I saw her, like, right off the bat, but she had a silent grace period, which is what threw me. Or a very, very quiet grace period, so I didn't hear her start. And then next time I saw her head, and I'm like, okay, it's just an event. And then all of a sudden she was like, Vroom. Yeah. Oh, now, okay, now it's normal speed. Nope, nope, now it's not. What the frack are you? I don't know. I don't think it's sped up. Oh shit, it's right behind me. Damn it! Oh no! I don't think it's sped up. But man, I thought I was in that room longer than that. Nah, it's too fast. Those are our options. I didn't think it sped up, but I also got power on, so it could be a Brokan 2, which is why it didn't speed up, or it could be a thing. But man, I thought I was in that room longer. I thought I was in that room longer than that. But then again, I think I was actually technically maybe just outside the room. Which means that that whole time I wasn't in the room to be making it faster. Yeah, this is Point Hope. Well, that's the thing. Was I in the room or was I just outside the room that whole time? I was kind of on the edge. So even though I thought I was in the room, I might have actually just been right outside it. Actually, we don't want this. I don't want to get hunted yet. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to have to use a smudge. Nah, so a Thay ages every minute to 2 minutes. With you in the room. And I believe it ages 9 times. Oh, would you stop hunting me? So you've got so in reality you could go between to age a Thay all the way down, you're gonna have to go between 9 to 18 minutes in the room. Right, I need to turn off power. I mean, I almost definitely it's not a Hantu, but yeah, so, and it shouldn't be a Raiju. But yeah, see, I know I was like here. I thought I was here, which means technically I was in the room. Like, it shouldn't be that. Like, it shouldn't be that. So I'm thinking either Moroi or Thay. And since it's not changing speed, now that I realize that we were here, not because I can't see the mirror from here. I can see the mirror from inside. So we know we were inside, which means it's probably that. Sped up, Moroi. Is it very noticeable from the shaking between every hunt from the second and third hunt, I mean? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by the shaking. What do you mean by that? No, so the only way to get a Thay to slow down is you have to be in the room for between a minute to 2 minutes. And a Moroi is just the lower your sanity goes, the faster it gets. And we know it's not a Raiju because it was fast that whole time, even when we went downstairs and there was no power there. So we knew it wasn't a Raiju. We pretty much knew it wasn't a Hantu, though. We've had broke Hantus before. The problem was the Moroi didn't hunt until, like, we were already at 0% because, what, we had, like, 2 or 3 events. We had 2 or 3 ghost mists. So it dropped my sanity quick. And there we go. And it was perfect. Nice. Oh, that would be a Geas. That's our normal one. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a cat cam. That's my normal streaming buddy. Right, so we are looking at incense, 25%, or cleanse incense, 25%, and EMF reader, and we got a rock. But no, you could definitely, like, you can honestly tell a pretty good difference between its top speed and its bottom speed. I mean, its next drop off. At least I can usually tell. And then from the top speed to its second drop off is a definite tell. Let's see if we find the bone. Let's go get power on. But yeah, I wish I could have told the... I mean, granted, no one's going to be sitting there going, oh, that is a 1.8 meter per second speed. At least I can't tell that kind of stuff. But from its top speed to its, like... Okay, let's say there's 9 degrees of speed. So from its top speed, which is 9, or let's say actually 1, going from 1 to 2, you can usually tell. From 1 to 3 is a definite tell. You will definitely be able to notice a difference. If you spend 4 minutes in the room, you should be able to tell a really good difference between the speeds. The only problem is you're not necessarily going off the first speed, you're going off the first time it hunts and what speed it is. So if you've already been in the room for, let's say, 4 to 6 minutes before it actually ever hunts, even though it's a Thay, it could be almost at normal speed by then. So you just got to keep paying attention of the more you spend in the room, does it get slower? And then also, the other tell is, let's say it's in that room. Whatever speed it is, it's in this room. You're down here. It starts coming at you, and something in your brain goes, it's not speeding up. That's the other tell for the Thay. Because there's only a few ghosts that don't speed up. Hantu, Thay, Rev. Trying to think of... I think Raiju does speed up. Let me see. See if I find all the ghosts that don't speed up. So, Thay doesn't, Diyogen doesn't, Moroi does, Raiju does. Just go with the ones that don't. Hantu does not. Revenant does not. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember Raiju. Alright, so we got the bone, we don't have the ghost. Oh, no, we already found the ghost. Never mind. Not a mare. Oh, come on, really? I thought I just heard you turn on. Is it the only ghost that doesn't, is it the only ghost that slows down? I mean, Diyogen does, but technically, yeah, because Moroi gets faster the lower your sanity. I mean, Hantu will slow down the further it gets away from it, the warmer the room gets. Trying to think of what else. Raiju gets fast by electronics, goes to normal speed when it's not by electronics. Jin only gets fast if it sees you. Rev only gets fast if it sees you, but then slows down. But then really slows down. It goes back to normal speed. Twins is either fast or slow. Yeah. Like that? That's either going to be a Moroi or twin. Nope, never mind. It stepped in salt. It's normal speed. But not you, not you, not you. Not you, not you, not you, not you. Don't know about that. It could be that. And we know it's not Wraith. And we know it's not Mimic. Okay, if I would have died there, it would have been embarrassing because I forgot I had a smudge stick. Alright, we definitely need that. We definitely need that. Yep. The only thing you got to pay attention to is, like, I crossed off Moroi. And here's why. A Moroi at this sanity is going to be slow. It's going to be about 90%. once it gets into 30s, it starts sounding normal. I mean, I might need to still pay attention to this and see if it gets any faster. But right now, because it's more 44, more, you know, it's mid 40s, it's still going to be more around 90% speed, not 100% speed. Now, Walking Assault only checked off that ghost. The rest of the ghosts was because it was normal speed. Hey, Merc! And all these ghosts are not... This ghost, that ghost, that ghost, that ghost, that ghost, that ghost, that ghost. And we were checking for orbs, we didn't see orbs. All those other ghosts are fast. Fast or slow. But not normal speed. Something there, I think. Yep. All right, we need 25. We need an incense. So that will be easy. We got the bone. So now let's just get the rest of the picks and figure out the ghost. You are welcome. I have. I just have a little anxiety that comes along with playing community. Or honestly, I have anxiety over any multiplayer game, so I don't do it often. Well, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, enjoy the ride. This is definitely one of those games that you could be playing for years. I mean, you can bounce around and play other things, but it's one of those games that you can always bounce back to and enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing MMOs since '99. Right, not an Unreal. I've been playing MMOs since '99, and oh, come on, really? Well, there's all my deletes because it robbed me. Not Unreal. And even my MMOs like EverQuest, Dark Age of Camelot, World of Warcraft, you know, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Galaxies. Most of those games I usually either played with close friends that I've known for 30-something years, or I played, or I soloed. I rarely ever have done pickup games. I've done them because sometimes the games require it. Like Final Fantasy XIV requires you to do dungeons.
Come in, darling. I've been expecting
to get through the MSQ. Though nowadays you can actually do a lot of those dungeons with NPCs, so technically you can still do it solo. But like World of Warcraft, there for a long time tied their flying to having to complete a raid. So if you wanted to fly and on the new expansion, you had to do the raid. So I'd have to play with folks. But other than that, that was usually about it. My advice on prestiging is look at the Faz Wiki. They've got a section on there about badges. Look at the badges, see what badge you want. After that, come on, change shape. Right, not changing shape. Sped up a little bit. But yeah, find the badge you like and proceed to that point. Now, the only other thing is that next year we'll be getting customizations. So, depending on where they go with the customizations, you might want to prestige more. But if you don't care about customizations, then don't worry about it. Hey, chicken eater. But like what I've been guessing is So, like, every badge is different up to 10. And then after Prestige 10, it's just the same badge, just animated. So, my thinking is if they're going to cut off Prestige, if they're going to cut off customizations at some point, instead of, I mean, they might go all the way to 20 and have different things opening up all the way from Prestige 1 to Prestige 20. Maybe. Or if they're going to put a stop to it at some point, my thinking would be they would put it at like 10. Since that's the last look of the badge. Buddy, you got to go. You're in the way, out of the way. So that would be my advice. But if you like, let's say you like the ferryman, then there's not a point, because there's nothing to spend your money on right now other than gear until next year. Which is why by the time next year rolls around, I'm going to have $15 million because there's nothing to spend my money on. All right, so go sped up. But I think we've already... Okay, well, we know it's not that. It's not that. Didn't change. Blinks looked normal. It did stuff with me in the room. Footsteps sounded normal. It did throw some stuff. I might make a Pulte pile. We need to do the timer. It hasn't shut a door, so probably not that. That one is Aegeus, or Munchkin. Games have been pretty good. Nah, I don't mind asking. I've got 5 cats. Right, has not shut a door, so probably not a Yuri. Definitely need to time this next hunt. So why I use Tier 2 Crucifix? I use Tier 2 Crucifix because of the Onryo. So Tier 3 candle is 4 meters, the range. Tier 3 Crucifix is 5. So let's say you put them next to each other. A ghost could go 5 meters and still eat the crucifix and not have to blow out the candle. Because an Onryo has to... If it's a choice between candle or crucifix, it's supposed to blow out the candle first. But if the crucifix is 5 meters, it can actually blow out the crucifix, which is going to give you a false negative on an Onryo. Tier 2 crucifix is 4 meters. So if you have the crucifix and the candle right next to each other, if it eats a crucifix but doesn't blow out the candle, it's not an Onryo. That's why I use the Tier 2 crucifix. Something like that. Depends on what difficulty I'm doing. If I'm doing the 6.5, yeah, that's about right. If I'm doing what I'm doing right now, I'm making between 3 to 4K. Not a yokai, not a myling. Getting a lot of testing going on here. And I smudged it the second time, so I gotta start the timer over again. And I'm a little late on the timer. So let's throw some stuff in there. I mean, this ghost has, well, it's thrown some stuff, but it hasn't thrown... I don't know, I would have expected this room to be a lot more torn up than what it is, but... If it's a Pulte. But it is decently torn up. But the one thing is, it's also stayed in here. So it could also be a Goryo. It's only throwing one thing. Okay, not a Pulte. Shit! I hit the button. It sped up. Damn it. I screwed up.
Stupid deaths, they're funny cause they're true.
Sped up. I did not atone for it. That sucks because that would have been maybe a perfect. It would have been a perfect.
Welcome
It was a
back.
perfect.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
It was a perfect game, but I died. You suck. Damn it. Totally ruined a perfect game. We'll probably have to
All right.
step out.
Let's look at the equipment and prepare a report before starting the investigation. There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
Yeah, we'll do this. So this is, we got motion sensor, we got Kevin, we got photo of the ghost, and we got firelight. Played the Bleasdale map last night for the first time. Wow, music memory. Muscle memory was strong on that one. Yeah. The new Bleasdale map has a lot of twists and turns to it. Not gonna lie. Is it true that the Pulte pile should not be more than 8 objects, or it can be that it can't do the explosion every time? That part I've never heard. I've actually never heard that. But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that, you know, I've never looked it up, so no idea. I don't tend to put a whole lot in there for the simple fact of, like, usually I'm putting 3 to 4. And I try to make sure that they... Oh, thank you. And I try to make sure that they're not touching. Because they'll give you kind of a false Pulte explosion. Though Pulte explosions really are pretty big. Well, the only thing you gotta think about nipple lips is it explode? Is it throwing all that stuff? Or is it throwing basically 2 things, like, you know, 3 things underneath it, and then everything, it's just carrying everything else with it? Yeah. That's early. As an event. Thank you, Ghost, for scaring the crap out of me. Though, I will say, though, that even if it is that, you're still going to get... Is that a second event? No, that's a hunt. All right, demon. Let's go check sanity, but I think it's demon. Though, I will say, though, I'll take that back a little bit, because I know I've seen people get a lot, you know, have a lot of stuff and it still make the explosion. Because sometimes people make a lot of pile, but maybe it's only throw. So it's not going to stop it, but it might be only throwing 8 things. I mean, I don't get that many Pulty bombs anyway, no matter how many items I put in. Like I said, I normally only do 3 to 4, and I rarely get a freaking Pulty bomb, even though I know it's a poltergeist. Yep, it's a demon. All right, so we need motion sensor and we need a photo. So don't need you, don't need you. That and photo camera. Yeah, the running joke on my stream is I make my pile and I have to go, okay, Ghost, I'm going to turn around now. You can do your Pulty explosion now. Because that's about the only time I get a Pulty bomb. If I'm actually actively looking at it, it doesn't do it. But if I turn away, then it does it. Nope, didn't get it. Damn it, didn't get it. Ah! I don't trust a bookcase, not gonna go there. Just in case it comes up the steps. It ain't shy. What the hell are you talking about? So many pictures wasted. No, they said that you can get an explosion with more than 8, but it's much less likely. See, I don't know if I believe that. I think Pulty bombs in general are just not likely. Oh, okay. At least that's my opinion. But then again, there's also times where I get, 5 million freaking Pulty bombs. And you're sitting there going, okay, apparently you like explosions. Apparently you're part of the Mythbusters. Well, usually anything else that can get thrown, I put in the Pulty pile. I make multiple piles. I'll make a pile of 3 or 4 here. I'll make a pile of 3 or 4 here. I'll make a pile of 3 or 4 here. I try to cover the room with piles. That really doesn't sound good. Where the hell are you, buddy? I've never heard of it, but I've never looked it up, so no idea. It's walking up and down the hall. Right, so you're touching doors, but you're not opening them. That's nice. Thank you, Ghost. What, now you're going to be shy? Really? You've been so busy. Why are you acting shy now? I've never heard that. But I mean, there's a lot of glitches in the game that I don't pay attention. Okay. Oh no. Nope. Damn it. All right. So oh, you're still hunting. Whoops. I don't tend to do glitches. I don't even tend to look for them. Come on, I need to get a photo. Not necessarily. The static will actually hide sounds. But you do you. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Love you. Don't have a whole lot of time, but we got a little bit of time. But we can't get a perfect game already, so we don't have cursed items. I could get picks, but picks don't get. We don't have perfect game, and picks don't get multiplied. So there's really not that big of a point to do anything else. So let's go. Oh shit! Oh no! Stop leaving the fracking room without checking the light switch. But not. But when it comes to, as it goes, as far as glitches go, yeah, I mean, it's minor. It's not a game changer. But I have had the spirit box, basically, kind of, because it was so fracking loud, was blocking me hearing footsteps before. I can, just depends on the house. And since it's Sunny Meadows, I'm not going to spend 30 minutes looking for the gun. There's not really a big point to that. I mean, if I was doing Apocalypse 3 challenge, sure. Actually, no, even Apocalypse 3 challenge, I don't have to find the bone. But there we go.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
Yeah, because technically, we got enough. We got a picture of the ghost, we got the 3 objectives, and we got the ghost right. So technically, that was an Apocalypse, bronze trophy. But on that note, let's go on break.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Here, to a cursed object. Let's take a closer look. Maybe using
all right. So we got John, we got witness an event, we got firelight, we got 25%. guessing is on everybody. Oh. Make a ghost. Drop that. Let's drop. Let's see if we can find the bone. Okie doke. I've missed the bone a couple times because I put the bone right fracking there. And you go to here thinking that you can see everything, and then you miss the bone because they put it there. And it's going to look like we're not going to get the bone again. I don't know what it is about this map, but thank you for the bone. I don't know what it is about this map, but if I miss the bone, it's on this map half the time. As far as small maps go, I miss the bone more on this map than any other map. All right, so we know it's not Mare. That's it so far. Okay, go up on the tree. You are being a brat this morning, and you're beginning to annoy me. Since it turned on lights in the bathroom, does that mean the ghost room is bathroom? Most likely, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to look for anything, but it's the water's on and it turned on the light. It still technically could be the kitchen or the laundry room, just because of bleed through, but most likely it's that room. Sanity is 58. Yeah, we're getting close. So, like, I'll pay attention to, like, I'll look for my breath. Like, see how as soon as we walk in, we see our breath, which means that, yeah, it should be in here. Don't see an orb. Not a wraith. Make a ghost. Let's take that. So not a wraith, not a mimic. Well, that's your opinion. Why did I just do that? I think that's what I was looking for. Oh, that actually worked. I actually got that in time. Huh, okay, sure. I didn't realize I got that. Do I need to get a photo? No. Just need to vent. Got a gin. Got an Onryo. There's that. Thank you, Ghost. Let's get that out of the way just in case it's a Yuri. Yeah, no, that was because it was a banshee. And the ghost was wandering to us. Because we also got the banshee scream in that restroom. It just meant that it was walking from the warden's office to us. And it just happened to go by the bathroom and turned on some water and did a screen. I'll be honest, Fimke, I've always wondered about that. I've never bothered timing it. The Legend of Sax. Like, I've never bothered timing it. Because it would be either 20 or 25 seconds, and I mean, that is a long time that you could do some stuff in that amount of time. But yeah, I've never really bothered timing it. Jelly Vanilli, thank you very much for the 14 months. Much appreciated. But Legend of Sax, how are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you doing? But Separino, if just giving you a heads up, it's not a mare. It's already turned on a light. It actually turned on about 3 lights. Right now, our choices are these. Spirit, Phantom, Poltergeist, Banshee, Revenant, Shade, Demon, Yuri, Oni, Yokai, Hantu, Goryo, Violating Twins, Raiju, Obaki, Mimic, actually Mimic style, Roy, Deogen, and Thay. Though, actually, Shade and Dio are probably out. Showing out the bathroom remodel. Nice! And panicking about IRS package coming. Oh, no. Hopefully the IRS thing's not too serious. Yep. We wasted some time in that bathroom until we walked until I decided to look for the bone.
I want to move the stools.
And we walked into the warden's office and there was like 50 million things thrown in there. We're like, oh, maybe we're in the wrong room. But Chili Benelli, once again, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. 14 months. Nice. But I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't have another smudge. Mistakes were made. I meant to go out and get another smudge, and I forgot. Crap. Alright, normal speed. Shouldn't be that, shouldn't be that. Footsteps are pretty good. I totally God. The amount of times I forget to start the freaking timer. I waste so many freaking smudge sticks because I forget to start the timer. Wait, maybe I do have a smudge in here. I did have an extra smudge. Alright, so I still don't know if it's an Obaki. We could do a yokai test. Yeah. I think I got hit by a ghost mist already, though, didn't I? Now, we'll take a look at the blinks. Okay, turn on that light switch, turn on that light switch, turn on that light switch.
Oh, jackpot!
Right, not a yokai, not Myling. Not an Oni. TK, thank you for the 50 bits. Much appreciated. Darn it, I forgot to do it again. right now I'm kind of thinking... Alright. That just bounced off a wall. I heard multiple things. Right, we don't have any more... This is my last smudge. Right now, I'm leaning towards Goryo, just for the simple fact of it stayed in that room the whole time. It's not left this room. It's not left the room, and it's not followed me. There's something in my brain, though, that says when it came around the corner, it went from Butcher to something thin back to Butcher. But it was like a really fast blink, so I don't know if I just imagined the blink or not. Oh, you're a demon. Good guess. Actually, wait. Didn't I start the timer late? Shit. I don't think I started the timer 20 seconds late, though. Eh. Oh, I started the timer late. And I just started it late again. I don't fracking know. Whatever. I don't think I started 20 seconds late, though. I still think it's a freaking Goryo. I think... What was it? 1 minute, 17 seconds? When it hunted? Which means I could have started the 13, so I'm going Goryo. I ain't going Demon. Okay. So I very well could have started at 13 seconds.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
There we go. Oh, we never saw an event.
We've arrived. Check the equipment. Get sent up before investigating. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with...
Oh, no. Shit. All right. Well, that sucks. Well, here we go. So we've got a lovely blood moon with 0 evidence, 75% sanity, no sanity pills, and no hiding spots. On high school. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, so we got Steven, we got Instance, we got EMF, we got 25. This will be fine. Nothing to worry about. At least it's a lovely red sky. I mean, we can go with that. I mean, depends on what you want, David. I like tier 2 because I don't like the infrared night vision goggles. They usually give me a headache because they're because of the blur. They tend to give me a headache. They make my eyes hurt. Right, shut doors behind you. It's always funny. This is the only map I do this. Other maps, I don't care. But this map, I will always shut all the doors as I go by. Just so if I have to come back, if a door's open, I know that's where the ghost is. Lepnos, what are you doing? Thank you, but come on. That's a little spammy. If anybody was trying to read chat, they wouldn't have been able to read chat on the screen. Well, we found it. Thank you for the enthusiasm. But we must keep others in our thoughts. Alright, so we found it. That'll be a little helpful. I don't think we had power yet. I don't think I had power. There it is. Yep. All right, so you know where it's at. Sanity is down to 6. Actually, we're actually doing okay on sanity. I barely lost any. 10%. So, like, a slow twin is going to sound normal. Everyone else is going to be 10% faster. So, you kind of got to get used to the speeds. Don't see breath yet. That's what I was afraid of. And there's our breath. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. But hello, Lepnos. If you're still here. Alright, so we need that again. Take those in.
Sit up.
Thank you, Alex. Right, we saw breath in the room, so it should be in there. Not a mimic. Hey, Kaz, good morning. Yeah, no worries. You are here when you are here. I hope the office day is going well. I'm gonna have to get rid of the sanity board just so I don't have to look at. Yeah, see, we're barely losing sanity. Currently 11:14 a.m. I'm on the East Coast, U.S. It's not. So, I mean, it can be, but yeah, on the large maps, Blood Moon isn't that bad as far as the sanity drain, because if you're solo, if you're in groups, it can definitely be a little bad. It can be worse. But when you're solo, you get a sanity buff anyway. So, and honestly, it's almost the same. Like, I don't know what the sanity buff is for solo, but it feels like all that's happening is my sanity is draining about the same speed that it normally would. The ghost is also faster. So the ghost will be about 10% faster. Do I need to get a photo? Before I take all my pics. Nope. I do need an EMF, though. I did not bring in an EMF, so let's go out and grab an EMF. Oh, thank you, David. But yeah, if you are watching me on YouTube, a like would be appreciated, but not necessary. If you like what you're seeing, give it a like. If you don't like what you're seeing, give it a dislike. It doesn't necessarily make the ghost... I don't think it necessarily makes the ghost more active. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it necessarily makes it more active. It seems that way because your sanity's draining faster, and the faster your sanity drains, the more active the ghost gets. Especially shades.
Shut up and take my money.
Thank you, Moon Man. Where is that at? Because no, I'd like to know. Oh, not a mare. Because I don't remember that part. Oh. Did any of those pics count? Okay, one did. Thank you.
I want to book the suit. I want it.
It's in the patch notes. Okay. I'll have to take a look. Hey, tactical bucket. That's okay. It happens. Hey, Travis. Oh, thank you, Travis. Thank you very much for the subscribe to YouTube. Much appreciated. Yes, you can get a blood moon on any map. Really? You just turned that off. Oh, you suck. Okay. Well, thank you for both. Take a T-Dog? Apparently. That might be faster than normal. Oh. Maybe Raiju. Because it was definitely faster. And then as soon as I smudged it and turned off my headlamp, it's slower than what it was. Like I thought it was faster. Power's off, so I didn't see breath. So that should be what it is. What's it getting near? What power is nearby? Like, what was I hearing? Oh, the room's there. Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's why. Alright, so it should be a Raiju. We don't have Bone, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. And we still got Bleasdale to go, so I'm going to go Raiju. Because, yeah, we definitely had powered up stuff within 15 meters of the stairs. I'm going to go with that. Point. Oh, crap. I still don't have an EMF, and I don't have 25. Okay, we're not done yet. Alright, we should have had EMF by now. How the EMF didn't go off with the when it turned off the light, I have no idea. That's why I didn't even look. That's why I didn't even think about it. Thank you. There's our EMF. Now we just need 25%. Yeah, it'll slow down to normal speed. Or whatever speed it's going to be at because it saw you for a while. But it does have line of sight speed. But yeah, it'll go to... It has a normal speed at 15 meters, which is, I think... What is it? 2 point something? Raiju... 2.5. Then add 2.5... 25 to that, so right now it's going to be 2.75 because of the blood moon. I don't know which door that was, and I think I've already used up my... Yeah, I've already used up all of my... whatever. Yep, that phone ring didn't count. Don't know why. Right, don't have any cursed items, so I can't do anything about Sanity until it actually happens. Come on, Ghosty. Drain my sanity. You're supposed to be a blood moon. You're not being very draining. Whatever power. It's not the room, it's not me, it's equipment. So that and that. It's 15 meters from those two things. Come on! This is one reason why I hate not having the cursed item. Well, I mean, it's trying to hunt, but I don't care about the hunt. I need my 25%. There we go. Alright. Will it shut the door in my face? Nope. That is just such a great look, though. Alright, let's go Raiju. All right. That gives us 25 minutes for Bleasdale. And there we go.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
So 5,445. But there you go. We got a 10% bonus for Blood Moon. All good. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that lovely Blood Moon High School. All right. So
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. I've got a report that suggests that multiple ghosts
all right. So we want that. Want that. Want that. And that. All right. We got Stacy Williams. We got Firelight. We got Cleanse Incense. We got Escape. So get your guesses in, everybody. Remember, you can always change your guess later on. If you don't want to be caught, you know, me dying early and changing and turning off it, guessing. You don't want to get caught. So get your guess in early.
Come in, darling. I've been
Christopher,
expecting
welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Right, no cursed items, so don't need to look for that. No, that's just the edge. It looked like the long skinny bone right there, but it's just a glint. No, it actually is the bone. Okay, never mind. I thought it was just a glint from like that glint off the wood. Look at that. That was easy. That was nice. So we got power. We got the bone. Now we just got to find Ghost. All right, so what do we got? Hi, Ghost. Thank you. All right, so looks like it's in here. Could be there. Could be those two rooms. Would I say that the Ouija board is the best cursed item on Sunny, high school, and prison when you can ask where the bone is? Didn't I open up that door? Oh shit, I'm being hunted. Never mind. That would explain that. Should be demon. I would probably say yes. Because Sandy should be... God, Sandy might... I wouldn't even think Sandy would be below 70. Okay, so small maps... Okay, like, today's different because of zero evidence. Normally... So if I'm doing one evidence or one evidence on up, I will normally take EMF, camera, and UV. I take UV purely for the simple fact of I usually cannot get out to the truck and back to a spot to check UV. Like, let's say I'm at somewhere and let's say the ghost touches something, like opens up a door. I can't get back fast enough if I don't have the UV. Because my UV disappears within 1 minute. So that's why I take the UV on one evidence on up. On zero evidence, I actually changed that up. Because I don't need UV, because UV is useless. So what I'll take then is I'll bring the smudge stick. Hi. How you doing? You have a good day. I'm going to run this way now. Thank you. One, 2, 3, and 4 line of sight's broke. If the ghost comes and kills me now, it's cheating. And then large medium maps, I tend to take parabolic, EMF, and camera. Though sometimes I switch that up and it's EMF, and it's smudge. It's parabolic, EMF, and UV. I've been kind of switching them back and forth lately. My only problem is if I don't take the UV in first, I constantly fracking forget to bring in the UV. And then I'll put down salt, and the ghost will step in the salt, and I won't have a UV to look for footprints. Alright. So we got that, we got that. We did have to smudge. Grab those. We got all the objectives, so that's good. We know what our ghost is, so we just need to get photos. 3 through 3. We've had a lot of demons today. I just realized. This is either my 3rd or 4th demon, I think. Alright, so we just need to get some pics and we get the hell out. No. So, you gotta remember, orbs are not technically an evidence for a mimic. Orbs are... kind of think of orbs for a mimic as a behavior. So, on no evidence, you will have orbs if it's a mimic. Which set, did I don't, yeah, we didn't even bring in a, we didn't bring in a camera, did I? Nope. Drop that. Let's go get another orb. Let's go get a camera. Because, yeah, no, technically, it could technically be a mimic, though, with how fast it hunted, the first two hunts were before 50. And honestly, well, they were kind of 60. The second one was definitely within the 60 range. But I mean, we've been hunted 3 times before I even got down to 50%. So it's most likely, you know, a demon. No. The other ghost, like I said, don't think of orbs as evidence when it comes to zero evidence. Think of, if you see an orb, that's a behavior. That's a mimic behavior. The other ghosts who have orbs won't get orbs because that's their evidence. The only reason why you're getting an orb with a mimic is because it's more of a behavior, not its evidence. A mimic's evidence is spirit box, UV, and temperatures. If that makes sense. Hey, Reb. How you doing today? And thank you very much for the follow. But by the way, for anybody new to the channel, hi, I'm Wolfen. But my schedule is I stream 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, I stream at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday and Sunday, I start at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Monday through Thursday, I also stream a second stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all streams are 4 hours. And that's the schedule for currently. The second stream is a test stream. Right now, I've been doing it for about a month and a half. And we're just kind of seeing how it goes. If it goes well and, you know, keeps growing, then it'll stay. If it kind of stagnates, because I definitely can tell a little bit of wear and tear, I guess is how you would put it. Because, yeah, right now I'm averaging between 44 to 50 hours streaming every week. Like last month, I went, 203 hours last week. Last month. But as long as the second stream, you know, is growing and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll keep it up. If it gets stagnant, then it's going to be like, okay, I can put my energies elsewhere. Just finishing up your breakfast, though. Nice. And my breakfast was a piece of homemade bread and a boiled egg. That was my breakfast. Moist. Thank you for the 6 months of Tier 1. Thank you kindly. By the way, that is a Bean Boozle in color. Since this is the last map, we'll do the Bean Boozle. I mean, I'll color the other eyebrow. What color would you like? Oh, you started in the hallway. You sneaky little devil, you. Hey, Crescent. I just have a hard sometimes to explain with the right words since my English is good, but not when I'm trying to explain what... Oh, I get that. Look, my English is... I mean, I speak English, and sometimes it's so hard to explain. Aha! Ghost pick. That better have counted. Yay, 3-star. I still need another pick. The ghost keeps doing other things and not giving us a pick. Made you a smoothie? Ooh, nice. Gotta watch. Yeah, I gotta watch my sugar. I'm diabetes too. Come on, ghost. Why are you not eating a crucifix? Stop being a jerk. I just need one more pick. There we go. Thank you. Uh-oh. It doesn't want me to leave the house. Aliensware, I'm right there with you. I keep mentioning, it's like, I mean, we mention this like every year. I would love to see a 5% chance there's no ghost on April Fools. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm getting closer and closer to where I don't have to, take the pills anymore. But I still got a little bit of work to do, and I'm trying to not make... They keep on wanting me to go on the shots, and I don't want to go on the shots. Not because I'm afraid of needles or anything, but... There's other people who are... Because I know the medicine is a little hard to get, I'm kind of like, I'm going down. My numbers are going down. So I feel like there's other people who need the shots more than I do. So I do the pills.
Welcome back.
See, I've got pills. The pills aren't doing anything. Like, I could stop taking the pills right now and my numbers would not change. What's changing for me is the exercising. That's what's changing for me. Crash out your gallbladder? Oh, that's the other reason why I'm trying to keep off the pills.